Yo, what's up? It's your hobby hound here, Wolf. Hope everybody's doing well today. Maddie, what's going on? Bill, Clinton, good to see you guys. The Hob Dog. That's a new one. It's like corn dog. It's when I say cheesy jokes or something. I'm a total corn dog. All right. So I think today was the Hank, right? Yeah. I meant to do a Ted Williams in between there from the 92 Upper Deck set. But I'll do those probably like 2 in a row next or something like that. I pre-made like 30 or 40 of the live streams. And when I do that, it gets so confusing. I'm just like, probably should just do it a couple months at a time, but get overzealous. Oh no, Maddie, I completely understand, man. We're talking about time constraints that people have. I get it. All right, where's my butter knife at? I'm gonna spread on some I can't believe it's not butter. Or use this, I can't believe it's not an X-Acto blade. Man, that's pitiful. I have a box of these out front. I'm just going to replace it. Actually, it's probably in the outside storage in the apartment, like on the balcony. But that's still doable. I'll just get in there and get it. All right, so I'll put the top over on this side. Bottom right there. Start from the stack. How about your angels? I don't know. How about your angels? Tell us. If you're gonna praise something, you gotta crow yourself, man. We gotta hear it. There's a Reggie Sanders rookie, I think. Yeah, these are the ones that are really flipped around. Ken Caminiti. Another, this is Turner Ward rookie. Seem to get a lot of those. Jeff and his Blue Jays. Craig Myers. I remember a lot of people like that. But our giant hollow sticker is Phillies. Lost, geez. Well, I don't think they're touching the Rockies or the White Sox yet, right? As far as how bad they are. Woo! That's tough. There's the shrapnel already. Pete Incaviglia with the Tigers. Must have been like on the downturn of his career or something. Like he was always steady with those home runs and strikeouts. It's funny too, like how, like if someone had a 279 average or something like that back in the day, we'd be like, geez, that person, they're not doing that well, or 250 or something. There's the first Heroes of Hank. Another Turner Ward rookie. Alomar. Jack Morris. And Jeff Ballard. I think he's a pitcher, right? Beat you too. Yeah, I was talking to Tom the other night, and he was talking about the teams. I haven't followed it that closely. Yeah, league average. Yeah, definitely. It's really bad. I mean, everybody wants to hit for power is what it is. I mean, no one wants to be that person that gets on base and has someone hit them in. Or maybe it's just that everybody does do that. They get on base, and then after that, people just swing for the fences. Because they get overzealous and they think that maybe an infield hit won't be enough. Someone should do some, like a... Are you kidding? That's the third Turner Ward rookie. What the heck? This is like the Turner Ward box. Y'all are seeing that, right? I wonder why they put this on the back. Got the aforementioned Angels there. Mike Stanton. Not the one you're thinking of course. Not Giancarlo. He did go by Mike for a bit. It's our first decent card. Got a Bagwell rookie. Good old Bags. Another Alomar. So it's either Alomar or Turner Ward. Weird. There's the rookie threats. Ooh, kind of a cool card. If I can get it in focus here. Oh, I didn't notice that until now. We got Budweiser and Marlboro in the background. I love it. That goes into the beer alcohol sign. Beer alcohol. Alcohol or tobacco signs that I've been putting together in an album of fun. Guess I could be creating my own coffee table. Photo books. Wow. So they didn't like it that someone was bunting? I can believe that because that's all they want. There's the Royals. They only want the home runs. The league does. That's why they keep messing around with the ball too. And then now the bats. They just want MVP lineup. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. What they want and what they need are two different things. I mean, that sounds goofy, but is that Alomar before being a Blue Jay then? Or is that Sandy? I thought Sandy was a little bigger. I've seen images of it. I haven't seen it pulled, Bill. I have a photo of all of the ones that you can get, as well as the ones that when they switched it up and put it in UDA, where you basically had to buy it from Upper Deck Authenticated when they started doing that. Here we go with the Heroes. Alvaro Espinoza. He looks like he's just happy to be there. I always like Heathcliff Slocum, his name. Great name. All right, no more Turner Ward so far, and maybe I don't want to jinx myself, or Alomars. So maybe we got through going on, Bedazzle? Hope you are well. What's going on, Kenneth? Got Astros again. Shiny, shiny. Pete Smith. Pete and Zane Smith, man. I always confused them back in the day. Got Gary Carter, Dodgers uni. Just happy to be there too. Dave Steve. There's Vince Coleman. Always liked him. Great wheels. I think I need this checklist or cover for the ones I'm saving up. I'll see. Being it, you know, the 91 prospect thing would have been used only 1 year. All right, Reds. Nothing like too exciting so far out of these. I mean, I don't think we've even seen any of the prospect or what are they, star rookies or whatever they're called. I don't think any of those have popped up yet. Now the chances for them are going to be a little bit lower, but there's our first one. I just say it and it happens. Kyle Abbott, who everybody I don't know, high hopes on him as well. I mean, back in the day, that's kind of how we went 1 year to the next as far as who was going to be the hot player. And then every once in a while you'd be surprised because someone would have like a breakout season. And you'd go dig in a commons box at a card shop and look for that player. I can remember just being happy that certain cards in my collection as a kid went up like a quarter or something. It's just so funny to think about now and how, you know, much money is involved in sports cards. I'd probably go back if I could go back in time, and there's a cool picture there of Hank, and tell myself just buy vintage, don't sell it, squirrel it away, save or sell all the new stuff that you have as much as you have. Maybe save some wax too, because I did save wax for a while, but then there was this dip where I needed some money. It was shortly after I went into business for myself, and I wanted to, probably should have just gone and got loans, but I sold a bunch of the sealed wax. And it wasn't a ton, but it's enough to go a month or so without having to like make money. All right, so first stack is gone. And what did I say? This is the bottom ones? Yeah. Another Angels. And then we have yet another of the threats. It's amazing how, like, just going through these packs and stuff, how it would have been worthwhile. I guess at like, what, 40, 50 cents a pack? It's not that big of a deal. Actually, it's probably like $1 a pack by this time. I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but Costco and Sam's started selling like pallets of, getting in pallets of cards, but it was all old stuff. I don't know who their supplier was. I do know who the Walmart supplier was, pre whatever that supplier is now, but a buddy of mine here in Denver, he had a deal with them where basically he put together like those grab early grab boxes and stuff, or grab packs, and they were worthwhile. They were pretty decent. Probably a lot more collector's edge than people wanted, but there we go. the Joe Slazerski that I never knew was a card. Got an HEREOS there. I guess I shouldn't say I never knew, but it probably never piqued my interest ever. I would have been like, oh, okay. I got this card. Oh yeah, I'm talking about back then. I know what they do now, man. Now the market is just all about selling the 12 quadrillion, billion, gazillion cards that they've printed. Personally, I am not buying any of the new stuff. It's just printed way too much. Everybody else can waste their money on it, not me. I guess that kind of means that I won't be ripping the new stuff like I used to do, but I just don't think it's worth it. I don't know what your guys' feeling is. I mean, there's certain sets that you could get into that are good, but flagship just isn't worth it. I hope you're not buying any of it, but hey, to each their own. There's the other homely Smith. Probably no relation, but I just always, there's another Dion, so 2 in a row. Bow on the socks. Kevin Belcher. Pitcher, right? What was he? Yeah, I think so. No? Nope. He was a position player. And maybe I don't remember him. Probably thinking of somebody else. And it all starts to blend together. I don't know what your guys' feeling is. If Tom was here, he'd agree with me, I think. What's going on, Jay? Yeah, the 91 set's fun. You got the Jeff Conine. That would have been a great card to pull back then. Another bow. It's their collation. It just kind of cracks me up. I mean, I guess it's cool if you get doubles of certain players. I mean, that one box I got, what, 4 SPs? In the 90? Isn't it 90? Yeah. You got 4 of those Jordan SPs. Oh, 9. I literally thought that was a print defect, but it's the American flag way back there. But like from afar, it looks like there's a little thing on the card. I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick, and then I'll get this next one that looks like the Royals is on the top. I think I dinged the top of that sticker. "20 years from now? Probably not. I don't know. I feels like there's some boxes swirled away everywhere. I guess we'll kind of see with the years as they start to go by, but I guess when I go to shows, I do see far less of. Is that Fryman's rookie? Not that it matters, but I can't remember. Hey, what's going on, Red Light? Todd Zeal. This is when he released his rap track. Just kidding. That would be funny, though. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Brendan? Do you think it's going to dry up in 20, 30 years? Phillies. Gayetti. There's another Roberto Alomar. Good Lord. I think that's in Turner Ward. I got to do a count on these. Absolutely. Sorry. You know how I like to go off on like weird tangent things, but I would say that that's probably the third or fourth Reggie Sanders too. Eric King. Whoa. Steve Farr, super close-up shot. Cecil. What is he signing there? I would think a card, but I don't know for sure. Is it going up, old wax? I suppose. Maybe it is drying up. I mean, I guess I also look at what I still have, but then again, I've held on to a lot. Haven't really like knocked it out of the park. Most people that I know, they sell pretty much everything except for their couch cushions. In the show business, but I was thinking of it in my head and I'm like, is it truly the show business? Because that sounds too much like show business. All right, so two of the bows too. At least two of those Carters. A few of those Sanders in a row too, I know that. Just odd collation. Several of the Brett Butlers. And there was another Steve Farr. Another Reggie Sanders. So yeah. Or Reggie Jefferson, excuse me. I don't know why I said that, because I think I said it twice now. You think it's the same as the junk wax error? Well, here's the plus about the modern stuff. There are hits in it. The old stuff, it was basically just for the rookie, and there are like super hard to find things and inserts. Like you get regular tops and stuff like that. Later years. Some of those inserts, same with like Donruss. But if you check the print numbers and you're saying that they're the same, I thought that they said something last year where it was last year they printed the most flagship out of any other year, and then they were looking to like bump it by like a fourth or something like that this year. I know there's people out there that they could figure out the print run by looking at the odds, but aren't they taking the odds off a lot of stuff? Man, there's a lot of Vince. What, now I can't find them? What the heck? Yeah, well, you guys all saw it. There's a ton of them in there. Be interesting if they made another. Well, Upper Deck's not going to make one, but the fact that they only made Final Edition that one year. And then shelved it completely. Maybe I just thought there were more than there were. Or either that or I missed a few. Maybe not. So we got the count of 4, 4, and what on the Sanders? 4. So it seems like there were 4 of each so far in those little groupings, but the odd thing I think with that is these that's from, you know, half the box. So if they kept up with that, we would probably have 8. Design race, huh? I feel like they're not doing as much innovative design as far as the cards go. I mean, I haven't really been wowed by a set in a while. I did like Cosmic. That was different and new. But with Flagship, they have this same grouping of inserts because everybody gets used to it, I guess. Eric Shao. Looking like someone just caught him with his hand in a cookie jar. Wait, this is all flipped every which way. I seriously always wonder why my arms and or wrists hurt after opening this product. I think it's just the flipping. I'm not used to that. Prism Plasma Set, numbering according to the... What? All right, I'll take your word for it, whatever you're saying. I don't think that they're breaking any new ground, though, personally. There ain't nothing innovative and or amazing that I've seen in years. And I'm not trying to be like an old curmudgeon, stay off my lawn kind of person either. It's just what they are. If they really cared about the people who opened the product, it wouldn't be so hard to get a hit. They would actually have ROI in mind, because that's what people used to have in mind when they collected. People, I mean, I can remember people talking about that all the time. If they opened up something, they had to have some ROI. Clinton, don't be catty. Bob Ojeda. He had a fun name too. Yeah, I think it has been light on the star rookies. Look at that. Knocking 51 homers out of the park. There's number 5. What's going on, Adam? What are you up to today? I always wanted to know back in the day too. There was always like a weird numbering thing that Donruss did, as well as Fleer, like Fleer with their hand numbering. A lot of times it wasn't always like based on like jersey number or something. There's a cool one of the Heroes. I don't think I've ever actually pulled this one. Hey, a new card to pull. It's fun. Not to say I've opened a ton of this product, but open my share. There goes another Turner Ward. Seriously. I think that there are other players in here too that are up in the 5s. So, man, Coalition. Tons of chores. Yeah, that's my tomorrow. I always try. I don't know why, but I always try to fit it in on Sunday, and then I have the stream. But I just wake up early to go do those things. New PC, yeah. Last box, if you remember, it was Hubie Brooks. I got like 7 of those. Off checklist exclusive RPAs would be fun. Yeah, I mean, I like that, Brandon. Anytime they're making it fun for the collectors, like randomly inserting stuff and not putting it on the checklist and or like sale sheet is fun. Because then as people are opening it, they're finding this out and it's new and exciting instead of reading up about it months ahead of time and going, oh, well, I know this set's in it. I know this set. And that's about it. And there's not as much excitement. So yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think that's probably our 4th or 5th Steve Farr too. There's another Bagwell rookie. It'd be kind of fun to actually get like a ton of those rookies. But I don't think that happens. It could happen though. There's another rookie threats. So we got 2 Bagwells in 1 pack, y'all. You saw that, right? Collation's crazy. Well, you'll know what would be in the sale tomorrow. But actually, I already priced out some Bagwells and put them in there from a different break. I think that this break was in the prior apartment. What, 2 years ago now? But I don't mind bagging myself another Bagwell. Very punny. There's the Royals. I think I told you guys the story before that I had this trade box that I brought around with me when I was, how old would I have been? 19? No. It was the year before. No, it was the 89 ones. So I took those little round stickers and I put them all over like a 300 count box. And I had this like shiny box. That's what she said. And I would carry it around with me to all the shows. And people started like knowing me by that. They called me like the shiny box kid. Which was just pretty messed up. Why don't you go get your shine box? Think I'm funny. I never really thought about it until now that there was a correlation between that and Goodfellas. But yeah, years later when I started doing the show promotion, and I did show promotion for about 10 years, I was the only person in, well, one of the only people, but the only person in the Denver metro area to do shows in Colorado for like an 8-year stretch. And people would show up and be like, I know you from somewhere. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. You seem familiar too. And then they'd bring up knowing me from back in the day. A lot of people just, you know, they stay in the hobby forever. They may leave for a little bit, but they always come back. Maybe it just, we're a bunch of victims. So we just want to continue to be victimized. Sorry, that's like doom and gloom. I'm not trying to say it in that way. It's more of a funny way of saying it. Astro, shout out to Sean. Notice that the print on these is funky. It's like way off to the side. I don't know if a lot of them were that way. But it seems like the ones that are for sure are the Phillies. Nice in-action shot. I always thought Upper Deck was really good at doing that, where you had like balls in flight. That was probably like the what they sent their photographers out with. Get us action shots and then get one where they're relaxing. There's Sammy Sosa. Probably stealing some signs or something. Just kidding. Yeah, that is definitely probably the 5th Gary Carter. So yeah, it seems like they just have a few. Yep. There's the number 6. Good Lord. What's going on, Pat? All right, 2 more left in the top left. No, top right side. So Reds. Shout out to Red Light. His team of choice. Kirk McCaskill. Another fun name. You know, I almost think too, I think Jeff was talking about it, that collecting sports cards as a kid can be beneficial in many ways, especially if like, you know how we'll look at, now mind you, modern stuff, maybe not as much, but the old stuff when people actually autograph their names in cursive, I thought that was beneficial. Currently, you know, people just put, if he were to sign, it'd be RM. Or maybe his initials. And I get it, like early off, they're probably signing so much. So much. Was it 3 in the pack? I thought it was just 2. It was 3. Oh man. Good catch. Yeah, I think I'm going to go through it later. And then tomorrow, when I start the sale, or maybe I'll text you later, Clinton, and let you know how many there were. It's just ridiculous. I mean, same with Zane Smith. I think it's something to do with how they do the high series. So the high series, being it has stuff from the low or whatever it's called. Charlie Huff. Just maybe how they did that, they had to like feed the cards into the pack, and that's why the collation too, and why everything is flipped around so much. Papelbon and Pendleton. Papelton, Pendleton. Yeah, he came into the league too, pretty darn old as a rookie. All right, last stack. Let's hope that get Bill to bless it. I'm doing good, Pat. Always overextending myself though. I forgot about this stream and I was doing other things. Tewksbury, another fun name. Was there just, see, I always so there was a Jeff Robinson as opposed to Jeff M. All right, so that is the second one. I think. Nope, different pose. Very close though. It's like probably part of the same swing. Because that red might be that red there. Yeah. It can happen, man. Let's hope that some more fun stuff comes out of here. There we go. Finally a top prospect. Fordyce. Don't remember him at all. Really small grouping of the top prospects or the star rookies. But I mean, yeah, that was more of a low series thing. The stack is outrageous. I don't really want to take too much time going through it, but I really do wonder how many multiples of certain players I had. It's an unnecessary, search. It's a waste of time, and only like myself is going to care about it. Hey, there's a crime dog. Always love those photos that they got the multiple bats. Because that and the look off in the distance poses that they get become like that standard. Kind of like early off in the, I don't know, maybe 50s, 60s. A lot of those photos, like stage photos, were pretty much the same pose, or a lot of the same poses. You care? That's too funny. All right, there's the Reds. I don't remember that being part of the logo. How long was that part of the logo with the little dude running? Y'all know? I don't know. I have a domain name I really want to use, and it's Collectopedia, where I would just put everything, not everything collectible, but a lot of things collectible, and then odds on a lot of things. And then there's always this issue when you get like sketch cards from, say, Star Wars and maybe like other sci-fi stuff, where you don't know the artist because they may just have changed their signature or they're new. I mean, you can find out how many of each card someone's done. Like, they commission their artists to do like 100, 200, whatever, 300 cards. So that can be found. It's a Luis Gonzalez rookie, right? But it would be really cool to like be able to like see an example of what the signature should look like. I mean, that could be a good way too, when people change their signature, kind of like when Shohei changed his. It created a fuss, but if ahead of time that was published or people knew, it might be something that people, I don't know. I guess every form and there's always going to be a discussion about stuff. So what am I saying? I don't want to take away from that. It's got to be a dialogue, right? Boy, oh boy, that's like flipping everywhere. Have pulled that one before. Very close to the other one, but this is like probably like 10, 15 years later, maybe more. Rob Deere. So he was one of the ones I was thinking about, that his average was that like see, there it is. 250, 230. Like, that's current. If he were playing now, people would be like, this guy's a star. But he never was a star, like, in consideration because of his strikeouts. Yeah, we'll call it the Rob Deere rule. Currently, that doesn't matter. No one cares about that rule. And the Mendoza line, I don't think people really care about that as much either. I mean, I think deep down they probably care about it, but I'm sure that also the way they research batters, as far as pitchers or pitching coaches do, it's probably really, really detailed, and they know how, and just like Maddox would do, how to lead the batter, where they can get them to follow certain pitches, because they may have a tendency to always go after something. And as you guys know, a lot of pitches can be disguised, where someone thinks it's maybe a fastball. It's Kurt Gibson as a Royal. That's weird. Charles Nagy, that was another guy. He's definitely just happy to be there. Hey Charles, can we take your photo? Huh? All right. Let's see if it's a 1 in 4 chance to get it. Now, I can't imagine that there would be a way that people would be able to search these. I know there's a way for like those metallic hollow cards where they could run a metal detector over it. Say like the Lombardi Trophy thing from Pro Set, or there was a Santa Claus one, I think, as well. I'm pretty sure that all of those have been pulled. But the fact that there's still a lot of this out there. I keep looking at the cases that are online because what is it, like a 1 every other case odds for it, that I would buy a case of it, but then I'm still not guaranteed. Do I have the other one, or do I have the first one that doesn't have it? Who knows? But I think buying it onesie-twosie is not always the best, although that really shouldn't mean anything, because Arnie was opening some stuff last night and he had like a box of 2020 Bowman, I think, and pulled a first gold of Bobby Witt Jr. I mean, just the fact that that was sitting on his shelf forever as one little blaster box. You just never know. All right, last two. Who haven't we got? I just think we haven't got a lot of the star rookies. So I'm sure that we're missing out on some of the rookies that are in this set. Oh, but yet number 4 for Jeff Bagwell. That's the most I've ever got. I think on average, the most I've ever normally get is 2 out of each box, being it's part of the high series. It's also funny. I never noticed that, or did I notice that last time that the kid was right there? I don't know. I like beating the odds like that. That's always fun. All right, let's go for another Bagwell in here. Oh, we have a Biggio though. Wonder if that takes the place of a Bagwell. Scott Cooper. So are the star rookies? Yeah, they're the lower ones too. What ones are the ones I'm thinking of? Top prospects. So they are in the 50s. Yeah, I don't know how they did that set and the numbering. All right, last one. Thanks everyone for watching, being on the journey. It's got to happen someday, man. It's like that thing they say about dogs. It's got to be true. Interesting Dante, like a super stoic close up there too. No luck on the Heroes Hank. And I'm going to say this time around, what did I get? 12 or 13 of them last time. This time, is that 8? 7. So there were 7 this time, and I doubled it last time on the Heroes. That would have been a greater chance, obviously, to get that. Oddball stuff, though, with all the duplicates. I need a few Bo Jacksons. I think I got a few. Yeah, there are certain players that are tough out of this, though, like Luis Gonzalez and Bagwell normally is. Not this time around. Beat the odds. But, you know, obviously that's not always the case. Only three top prospects out of that. So that's pretty amazing. Got 4 Reggie Sanders, 4 Bagwells, 5 Turner Wards, 5 Alomars, at least 5 or 6 Gary Carters. I suppose if somebody had a bunch of low series, maybe those were the cards that they didn't print a lot of, and so they had to get them all out, so to speak. So they threw them into this high series. Yeah, feel better, Bill, man. Rest up, get a heat pad, or if you have lidocaine pads or patches, use those, man. Take care. Appreciate you hanging out. All right, so tomorrow, I think it's at 5:30, or I'm going to change it to at least close to 5:30 Eastern. Stop by for the sale. I'll have a lot of newer stuff, older stuff, vintage inserts, Hall of Fame autographs, all that fun stuff, all different prices. What I normally do is I start off on the dollar cards and work my way up. We'll see about it this time, because that's what we did last time. I think I also went down from the higher price to 15. So between 10 and 3 is what matters as far as not showing those. But I put a whole bunch of new $1, $2, $3 change prices on things that hadn't sold to reduce the price, all that fun stuff. So Asper cream always works too. There's this stuff, what is it called? You have it on Amazon that I always get. Rock salt, I think it's called. It's much like that, you know, where it's got the lidocaine and or whatever it is, that minty warm stuff that they got going on. But anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Please have a pleasant and wonderful Saturday. Enjoy yourselves.